AI has its own consciousness?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think inevitably, I don't know. I don't even know if I have an answer to that right now. The two things that arise for me, I'll say, as seeds for this conversation, because I want to hear what you have to say now. The two things that pop to my mind are, I think we have a very limited form of what we think consciousness is based off of our conditioning and these bodies. So I think that consciousness may be more complicated than, does AI have consciousness? Do humans have consciousness? I believe in a field of consciousness that we're participating in. So in that way, absolutely. I think AI will definitely have a voice of this collective field. And in turn, I think it's a really important that we have relationships with technology, because even what is not AI, if I'm angry at my webcam or I yell at my lights, I'm creating a field one way or another. I'm in relationship with this field. And I think as it becomes more and more intelligent, maybe it can have more deep connection with us. But I don't know. So you've now tingled a whole doorway in my mind. I'd love to hear what you have to say about AI.
I agree with you. Like, I do agree that we're in relationship with it, right? So I'm attuned if I'm being cranky with my computer, or if I'm, angry at some sort of algorithm that, like, because on some level, isn't everything consciousness? So how could it not be? I even think of that in terms of like what's natural and organic. It's like, well, isn't everything on this planet part of nature? Like, how could it not be? So that's where I get confused. And then of course I watch, like a lot of like RKX or ideas about like ancient AI that's always been here and we live in a simulation. And then I just come back to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, superstars, thank you so much for sharing your sacred attention with me. If you are receiving any value whatsoever from my videos, I am encouraging you to give back, to pay it forward by supporting me on my Patreon community, on my locals community, on both. Your support allows me to keep on keeping on and to keep making content like this. It used to be much easier back in the days of a free press, but now, given all of the censorship and the shadow banning, it really is challenging for content creators to continue to put out so much work. I'll just speak for myself. I'm excited for it to be easier for me to continue to put out more content. And the primary way that it can be easier is by you supporting me financially by way of my Patreon and or my locals, where for as little as $5 a month, you get to be my hero and receive oodles of bonus content, and we both get to win. Okay, thank you so much for your support, for your attention, and for being omniscopic amazingness.